Hey, it's me, and welcome to Trump Mafia. Now, when you have big historical events, you always have some people that are too slow to get it, or people that are just on the wrong side of history. And I guess it's human nature. Sometimes these people are just not intelligent enough, or they have a vested interest to live in the past. And some people just don't want to move ahead. Some people don't want to change. And some people just have it so good, or they're so corrupt, that they have no option but to live in the past. And Paul Ryan is such a person. And you have others too. Now, did you notice how John McCain and Paul Ryan endorsed Donald Trump finally? Because they were running for re-election. And as soon as they won, they unendorsed Donald J. Trump. So we're talking about pathetic weasels, but you already knew that. So they're always burning the candle at both ends. John McCain always pretends to be conservative, but then suddenly he's sitting there in the offices of Democrats, and he's one of them. And Paul Ryan pretends to be all conservative-like. Suddenly he's giving Obama everything he wants. And people are shocked by that. We're just talking about traitors. We're talking about weak-minded people. Now, arrogance, or creating obstacles, or just being a POS, that doesn't require a lot of intelligence. Now, I believe that being on the wrong side of history is sometimes a sign that you're a dumbass. And Paul Ryan is a puppet for Saudi Arabia, the Chamber of Commerce, the donors, special interests. So there's no real big difference between Hillary Clinton and Paul Ryan. They both wear a pantsuit, they both have blue eyes, and they both don't have a dick. Now, Paul Ryan is said to be intelligent. I don't know. But he may be good with numbers, manipulating numbers, but he certainly couldn't negotiate his way out of a paper bag. I mean, he's a weakling. He really is. So I'm glad Donald Trump called him out just now, saying that, Paul Ryan should really concentrate on balancing the budget, on jobs, illegal immigration, instead of obsessing about the Republican nominee. Now, why are some of these people still in the GOP? Mitt Romney, John Kasich, Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan, Lindsey Graham. I mean, get out. I mean, these people can just join the Democrat Party because that's what they are, Democrats. Undocumented Democrats. Now, of course, most people believe, and they would be right, I think, that it was the GOP establishment that leaked the Trump tape, where he's talking about sex with a Bush, okay? I believe that came from the Bush Mitt Romney axis of deception, because they had their ready-made statements, and they were screaming louder than some of the Democrats about how Donald Trump has to quit. So they already had their little statements. And I believe also why you had Jeb Bush and Mitt Romney and all these other people saying that Donald Trump's not going to be the nominee, because they knew about this tape for many months, and they were just waiting for the right time to use it. But if you have Republican primaries and you come out with something like that, it's really obvious that it was they who leaked it. But if it's Trump against Hillary and then the tape comes out, of course everybody's going to blame the Democrats. But I happen to believe that the Mormon axis and the Bushes are behind it. And what's up with this Mike Lee? Now, he was living in the house opposite Harry Reid, okay, and the kids played with each other, and they're Mormons. Now, Mike Lee pretends to be all conservative-like, and he may be. But on the other hand, he's also in with the Mormons. And you have that axis of the Mormons, you have that flake Mike Lee, Mitt Romney, and a bunch of others, and of course the crazy Glenn Beck. and they're somehow against Donald J. Trump. Now, why is that? Tell me why the Mormons are for Hillary and not for Donald Trump. Explain it to me. I want to know. And I also wonder about if Donald Trump becomes president, then you have Paul Ryan working for Saudi Arabia and open borders and migrants, creating all these obstacles. Okay, he really does believe he's the leader of the GOP. He's a king of an imaginary kingdom. He's delusional. And he's pointing people to a stinky website with policies for America like he's a nominee, like he's president-elect. And I'm sure it's because he's always in the gym and those greasy old senators and congressmen go down to the gym to watch Paul Ryan work out. Oh, look at Paul Ryan, he's working out. Look at his biceps. Look at his butt. And they're making deals in the gym. You know, it's like those Roman senators, greasy, old, fat Roman senators in togas, going down to the bathhouse, and there's little boys running around. And Paul Ryan is like one of those little boys with blue eyes and running around. And it's really disgusting if you really think about it. Now, Paul Ryan is a puppet, he's a tool, and then you have all these rhinos flocking to someone like that. For them, he's a hero. You know, it's just what they want as a brother or a son or a lover. And that's why he's making these little deals with rhinos. But believe me when I say that many in Congress also look at Paul Ryan as being a traitor and not a leader, someone who's being wafted up by the Chamber of Commerce, and he has all these connections, donors, and he was head of the Ways and Means Committee, which is really powerful, and then now he's Speaker of the House, also very powerful. So a lot of people in the House are forced to be quiet, and they don't have any power. But that's all going to change if Donald Trump becomes president. Mitch McConnell also, he's going to face the heat. When you have Jeff Sessions and Mike Pence and then Donald Trump as president, Mitch McConnell will lose the control of the Senate real quick like. He will be replaced. In the House, it's a little bit more difficult. And what I can imagine is that the Freedom Coalition will expand and they will just oust this POS because he is on the wrong side of history and he's colluding with Hillary Clinton just like the other never-Trumpers. And why? Because they're all taking money from Saudi Arabia, the donors, the special interests. It's a uniparty. So of course they agree more with Hillary, and if she wins, they all keep their jobs, everything stays the same. And if Trump wins, many of them will just lose whatever power they still have now. Even that Mitt Romney and the Bushes, if Trump wins, they will truly be in the bucket of yesterday. Okay, I used a bucket. Or the basket of forgotten rhinos. And I heard Paul Ryan is real accident prone, okay? Because he may be intelligent with numbers, but he's goofy. I don't even know how he can walk around without like slipping on a banana peel or something, or banging his head into the gym equipment, or just falling off a roof or something. Well, some people are just meant to have an accident. But that's okay. I think that if Trump wins, he will have this bubbling up of this populism. People saying, hey, you weren't on the Trump train, so get out of the way. And Paul Ryan is one of the people that has to be removed. He would be like the number one target.